What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It is New Year's Eve. I was not going into 2018 without sharing this video. So I'm a new YouTuber. You all know that. And for my 104 subscribers that I have this year, because 2017, though I was challenging, I had so many great things happening this year, which one, becoming a new YouTuber and gaining 104 subscribers. So to me, that feels like a million to me. So I really want to first thank you all for being with me on my new start of my journey to new YouTube. This year, 2017, caused me to grow in many different ways, personally and professionally. But the biggest for me was professionally, because I had so many challenges professionally this year. So just to kind of give you guys a recap again, I am a therapist. I have a master's in mental health counseling, and I'm currently a doctoral student in marriage and family therapy. I'm praying that 2018 is my year to complete it. However, in 2017, I want to just say this. The end of 2016 with my jobs, it didn't really end. It ended really nasty, really nasty. And I felt like I walked off a job because the racism that I experienced, the overall company, the superiors having sex with the, subordinates. It was a bad place for me. I had enough. I was fed up. And if you all are becoming like acquainted with me, I don't really bite my tongue, which I'm working on. I'm going to work on 2018. That's one of my goals. So I had to leave a job in 2016, and it was really traumatizing for me. Let's say that. So going into 2017, I really don't think that I have fully healed from everything I experienced at the end of 2016. And I think one, because I just really didn't have time, because I was at my newer job, and when I say so unhappy, I was so unhappy. I was completely unhappy. So it started to show. I eventually, I was interviewing while I was there for other positions, and I was interviewing, but I didn't really have any luck. And I had this one position I didn't even know I applied for. It was to be a mental health manager, a director for an agency. And I didn't remember that I applied for it. So when I got called for the interview, I was like, oh my gosh. And they said the salary. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I knew in my heart, I didn't have experience for it, but I was like, why not? Where I messed up is because I told everybody that I had got this interview for this position, so I felt more pressured. And I would say this to say, don't disclose a lot of things before it actually manifests. Hold off on telling. You don't have to tell everything. And for me, even it was an interview, even though it was only an interview, I still feel like I still should have waited to tell people, because I felt more pressured to get this job. I was terminated from the job that I was really depressed in January, and honestly, it was like a weight off my shoulder. And so then February, I got the position after 2 months from interviewing the director position. And I could tell you the honestly goodness truth. I immediately, it didn't feel right in my spirit and in my soul, but I felt like, how was I really going to turn this position down? Now, don't say yes to something you're not ready for. I think it takes a lot of humility. I'm saying that I'm not prepared now, or I won't be prepared in the future, or hell, maybe next year, but I wasn't prepared when I got the opportunity. Now, I should have remained humbled and say, okay, you know what, I'll decline this. Instead, I declined all these other positions I had gotten offers for to take this role, because I felt like I had to. I told everybody about it. So I got the position, and within a month, terminated. And I felt bad because I had to tell people that I got this position, and I went on Facebook and just in social media and ran it about in this position, because I really felt good about myself. So I felt so devastated that I had to tell people about this. And so I told people about it, and honestly, when I got terminated, it was like, okay, I felt a weight again lifted off my shoulders, because I knew in the beginning, I knew I wasn't ready. My inner voice, I neglected, saying, okay, God, whatever, I got this position, I'll learn it. And I didn't even, and I'm in school, so I wasn't even in the place to really learn something new on the job. And that's honest, because afterwards, I got fired, let's say that Tuesday, and by the Friday, I got offer letter for another position, because this is how good God is. And so I was there, and I don't even really think, again, because since the trauma that happened in December 2016, and I had got terminated in January or February of 2017, and then it got the director position and got terminated from that, like I hadn't had time to like process all that. And so I got this other position, and I didn't really feel happy, but I didn't feel sad either. For me at this point, it was like, I'm a therapist, I'm working, and I'm making money. And so that was all that was important for me. But deep down in the inside, I knew that, okay, there's something's off. Something's off. And I'm just, at this point, I was just working just to work to make sure my bills were paid. I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about like, oh, was I really helping people? And I'm just disclosing that because in a helping relationship profession, it's important. Like I have people's lives in my hand where I'm helping people, but I didn't care because I was so desperate. And it was just like, I felt stuck, and I felt like I had to do what I had to do. But then I'll be honest, like it was this one lady who, you know, she was a Caucasian woman. And so to me, I hate, okay, so I feel like I'm rambling. So I hate to use the race card. All of these positions that I've had still today that I'm like the minority, it shows. And again, I don't like playing the race card, but at 28, I like to call shit what it is. It is what it is. There is definitely something in 2017 that's shown me that systemic racism, that should exist, and it's all up in the workplace and professional places, okay? So to be a Black woman, it's so much more important for me to really, really, really know and feel confident in what I bring and what I do, and don't let anyone undermine me or intimidate me because of my race and my age. So I said this to say, when I got terminated from the director's job and got the next therapist job, I didn't care because they were actually honestly paying me what the director's job was paying me. But this woman from day one, you know, she didn't have the education that I had. And so she started off like as a position that was very low. And I'm saying that in a humble way. And she worked her way up. But she was a white older woman, and she was nasty, okay? She was nasty. And for me, I don't do well with that. I don't do well when someone is pushing me in a corner because I don't like bullies. I was bullied in high school. I was teased in middle school. I feel like as an adult, when I got to college, people try to bully me. And then I like eventually became a bully. But then I noticed that pattern followed me. And I was beginning to get bullied in the workplace. And I had no tolerance for it. Or maybe I just felt offended I felt attacked in every which way. I felt attacked, and I complained and I complained and I complained. Nothing happened. I literally told the supervisor, human resource, I told everyone, but nothing happened. Even got to a point where the human resources person told me, like, you're beautiful, you're young, you're Black, watch your back. Now, I don't know how you take that. Once I heard that, I reached out to the CEO, who, he didn't give a damn about me, probably because I'm a Black woman and I'm replaceable, right? To this white woman who had no education and none compared to me. So I flipped out on her at work, and guess what, guys? I got terminated. I got terminated. So then maybe a week after that, I got another job as a therapist. And it was interviewing, I got this position, offer for a hospital position. And I was like, not interested. Again, when you begin to do stuff out of desperation and not when it's not coming from your heart, it won't work out for you, and God won't let it work out for you. And I thank God, even though at the time I didn't feel like it. So at this point, it's like, I'm halfway through the year, 6 months. I got this interview. I got this job at the hospital right away. I flew to Ohio for training for a week. Let me tell you, first of all, I don't even know if Black people live in Ohio. If any of my 104 subscribers are Black that lives in Ohio, what's up? Shout me out. Let me know something. Click comment below or something. Immediately, again, I hate like sounding like the Black girl who is crying help because I'm being, you know, it's stereotyped, or like people are being prejudiced against me. The lady was not nice at all to me. Our personalities didn't click. However, it didn't matter to me because I live in Miami. She lived in Ohio. She was just training me. However, after I got back Monday morning, I was gonna go start Wednesday at the hospital here. I get a call from HR saying, don't go in. We want to terminate you because we heard some things about you in training. I completely lost it. I said, okay, so there was only me and this trainer. You're taking her word, so this is just her word against my word. Everything she's saying, false allegations. I said, I tell you, it was a personality thing, but I didn't do any of these things this white woman said. And yes, I'm saying white. And no, I'm not racist, but I feel like I've been completely hurt by white people. Basically, the woman complained that the way I spoke. And I said, okay, so am I being judged, culturally judged because I speak? Of course, I'm not going to yell. I don't think I get to this point where I'm a doctoral level student that I'm just yelling and cursing people out in the hospital. That wasn't me. So you're taking her side. So I said, I'm going to take it further. They was like, okay, Dawn, we'll give you an extra 2 weeks of pay. They want to give you hush money. And I said, no, you're not gonna give me 2 weeks of pay. I actually asked for a little over a month and a half of pay. And people, it's an argument. I could have like saying, oh, well, they knew they were wrong, so I shouldn't take the money, I should take it up, so I can sue. I'm not greedy. Listen, at that point, I felt like I deserved that because you let me off like that, and I turned down a couple of positions for them, and you let me off for some bullshit that had nothing to do with. They gave me the money and said, okay, I went my way. The next week, I found another job, which I'm still at today. Okay, exhale. So this has been a really challenging year for my career, and I doubted myself so much. But I think one of the things that I regret doing, that going forward I will do, is one, I hold myself accountable. So not every job, and I believe in that, there's always your side, their side, and the truth. So I hold myself accountable. There were times where I don't believe any of those allegations, but there were times where I was very unhappy that I didn't put my best effort. Most of the time, these positions were just to make money, and I wasn't doing my best. And that's because December 2016, I was already traumatized. I hadn't processed any of this. I hadn't processed all the things that happened in the jobs that I've been through this year. But I do know I want to hold myself accountable because you know what? I think that a lot of these jobs that weren't meant for me, the people were completely out of pocket. But I had to check my damn self. So is it my attitude? Was it my tone? Was it, was I just kind of sloppy and not putting my best foot forward? I had to check myself, and I'm still checking myself. So I did play a part in that. And I say that to say it was challenging. I doubted myself, but I am going into 2018 a better woman. And even though I've been in my job for 6 months now, and there are times I'm still challenged, but I know that's not my last destination. But I want to actually be there, and I want to learn, and I want to grow personally, professionally. So this job is teaching me how to not snap, how to not flip out in the email, and how to not, just not. I've learned a lot. I've learned that I'm very resilient, and that I learned about perseverance, feeling criticized and rejected, that, they missed out on a great therapist, that my company now knows I'm a great therapist, and what I have planned for 2018, I'm going to be, listen, you'll see. So I said that to say, like, for a career or just for anything, learn to check yourself and don't get discouraged. Despite all of that, I did get discouraged in the moment, but today I'm not. I think I'm bomb, and I think I'm gonna continue to get bomb. And I think that these jobs that was their loss, it's so much more, because I think a lot of jobs rejecting me had something to do with the shady people I worked for last year, because they was hurt, babe, because they're shady and they're not good. But you know what? God don't like ugly. He don't like it individually. He's not going to accept it in your personal life or your professional life. I said all this to say, I know this is a long video, but I just wanted to end the year with sharing my story with you. But I said all this to say, I just hope I can encourage you all to not give up on your dreams. And that if you find yourself being rejected or terminated, I would say internalizing it is not that bad if you're internalizing it to look at yourself and say, what could I change about me? What could I do differently next time? how would it look differently for my next job or anything, you know, any goal that you have. So that's my story, and I feel so liberated with sharing this because I don't feel embarrassed about anything, because I hope this video is helping someone. And let me know, like, tell me, like, help me to understand, like, your professional journey in 2017. I have so many goals for 2018, and I'm speaking it, and I'm thanking God for everything he's going to do in my personal life and my professional life. I'm professing it. I'm claiming it. I'm claiming that private practice. I'm claiming that increase. I'm claiming that pay increase, that finance increase. I'm claiming that I'm not going to be, I rebuke whatever Trump trying to do with them taxes, okay, in Jesus' name. But yeah, so I'm just leaving this year with a smile on my face. And I hope this video encouraged someone for real. And I can't wait to share what's going to be different for me in 2018. And other than that, I'll see you all next year.